Niagara Falls head coach Nick Ruffolo. Coach, I know it was a long season for you guys, but you got a taste of Will North and one of the top teams in large schools. Now you know how far away or how hard you guys have to work, and they know. So those returning players, obviously they got to be, you don't want to end your season with a loss, but they made it to the big dance still and had a chance to play one of the top teams. You had to be happy. The first 5 minutes, your goalie was back shots. What was the game plan going into today?
Well, we knew that we were coming in against, Will North, they're a top team in New York State. Well coached. They always have 4 lines deep. Our issue this year was bodies. We had 12 skaters the whole season, so you're playing the whole season with 2 lines. So that the game plan coming into today is you can't make mistakes. We played the trap for the first 10 minutes of the game. It was 0-0. And then they started to beat the trap a little bit, and we started chasing. And made a couple mistakes, and then when you make mistakes against good teams, they answer. They answered on our mistakes. We turned over the puck at the blue line a couple times, and they go down and score. So you can't make those mistakes in games like this.
I know there's a number of seniors you have to say goodbye to today. What was it like saying goodbye to those guys?
Well, we got two seniors today. That Anthony Cody and AJ Kinney, both seniors. They've been on the team for 4 years. Solid players. They're going to play Division III baseball at Fredonia. Actually, both of them. So they're both great kids. They've been the core of this team for this year as captains, and then last year they were a big part of this team. When we may have pulled an upset last year in the sectionals against Orchard Park, but that was probably the highlight of their high school career. But good kids, and I'm looking forward to next year with the group of guys that we have returning.
So thank you very much, Coach. Williamsville North Spartans postgame press conference after an 11-0 victory over Niagara Falls. We have Andrew Bruno, Brett Sardina, and Anthony Trujillo. Start with Andrew. You had a 6-point night. Is this what you guys kind of figured would happen? When you saw the playoff seasons come out, is this about where you guys thought you would be?
Yes, I believe so. I think we just have to play every game like we do, and maybe it'll end up like this, maybe it won't, but we got to just play every game like it's our last.
Brett, you guys have been on a roll all year. Niagara Falls has struggled, Lockport struggled. You open up against Niagara Falls. How hard is it not to look past them?
It's pretty hard, but we just have to focus on one game at a time. And like you said, it's just they're not very good. So we have to talk about what our next game is going to be, but we just have to keep focused.
Anthony, how hard is it not to get caught up in the undisciplined penalties? You're up big on a team, and frustration comes out. How hard is it not to get suckered in to taking those penalties after the whistle?
Yeah, it is hard. We know that they're going to try to suck us into those penalties, and you just got to stay focused. It's not about yourself; it's about the team. So undisciplined, just not acceptable.
Okay, thank you very much, guys. We were Coach Rosen after Will North defeated Niagara Falls 11-0 in their first round playoff matchup of the Western New York Fed Large School Division. Coach Rosen, I would imagine everything went according to plan tonight?
Yeah, pretty much. Tough game to play, and we hope your team doesn't get in and pick up some bad habits, and I think we did a pretty good job of that. Staying away from carrying it too much and sticking to our systems.
You don't know who you're playing next?
No, now you look at the teams that are left, assuming Wheatfield beats Lockport, which is a safe bet, hopefully, but once you get into the Final Four, I think on any given night anybody can win in our league.
You pretty much said all year, if you take a shift off, a period off, forget it. There's a team out there that's going to continue working, and you guys have that target on your back. You've had it for a long time, so you're going to get whoever you play their next best game.
Oh yeah, and that's for our young kids who just joined us in the beginning of the year. I don't know if they were quite accustomed to that. They certainly are now, knowing that you're going to get every team's best effort, and it's a good situation, a tradition that we've had through the years, and the kids who have come before them are pretty proud of what they've done, and it's a nice situation.
Outside your top three scorers, Giglio, Bruno, Sardina, was there a kid who you didn't have on your roster last year that played today a little better than you would have thought, or someone a new guy on your roster that maybe stood out a little bit to you?
Well, I did not just today, just, we've seen improvements from a lot of kids, a lot of first-year kids, and there hasn't been a kid that hasn't improved from all the new kids, and Ferenzi and O'Donohue were with us practicing last year on a regular basis, and Turcharelli and Mago I had from, and Cummins I had with Monsell Hockey from when they were mites, doing winter tournaments or spring tournaments, and Martin and Gracer and Akulowitz, and our JV coaches do a wonderful job of creating that culture that we want to have. Joe Spano and Jason DePrima and Dylan Moscato, they just, it's all one big family starting with Modified.